Oh, we're playing Minecraft video games. I don't know. I was gone for a second there. I was thinking about the dog. I have to admit. I was like, have you ever seen the dog? I'd like to. Oh, this sucks. Oh. 10 missed calls. Alright. I'm gonna have to be right back. That's important. Junin, hi. What? Now, wow, so many people. Tea Cookie, welcome. Mika Goaded. You are a mouse yourself. Welcome. Haverstorg, welcome. I had to be right back because my girlfriend wants to watch a horror movie, and apparently I can obviously confirm that she looks so young and beautiful that they weren't quite sure if she's already 18. So yeah, I had to send a picture of her. Wait, did she even text me on Discord because I didn't answer my... I mean, this would have worked, but I saw it on the phone first. Jarks, welcome. Yeah, she wants to watch a movie. That's actually a funny story. My girlfriend participated in your Face ID for movies. Well, not necessarily I already have a teammate, Mika Goda. Not necessarily Face ID, but like if it's a horror movie that's only available for folks above the age of 18, then obviously she has to prove her age. And so I sent her a picture of her ID, of like her normal ID card, so she can confirm her age. Because apparently she looks very young and beautiful, which, yep, she does. She does. You wouldn't even believe that she's older than me. That's... what? That's dystopian? Huh? Okay, this is like the most normal thing ever. In Germany, at least. If you want to buy alcohol, you have to show your ID. It's just a normal ID. It's... what's wrong with it? Obviously, if you want to do something for people above the age of 18, you have to prove them you're above the age of 18, right? Am I missing something here? This doesn't feel dystopian at all to me. Yeah, obviously. It's... there... I see the confusion. Or modern world, huh? No, it's in a store. They are... well, not store. They are in... at the cinema, you know? They are at the cinema right now. No, it's not Amazon Prime. The thing is, however, I verified my ID through YouTube a long time ago. I actually did that a long time ago. Because I was tired of not being able to see 18 plus YouTube videos. And I think nowadays it's even required if you want to have YouTube Premium. I'm unsure of that. However, I definitely ID verified myself with YouTube. And I at some point had someone, I don't even know who it was, who told me like... oh, music. Who told me... yeah, but you are giving Google your ID and everything, and wow, and whatever. And I'm sitting there like, are you worried about giving Google your ID? As if they don't have that data already. Like, whenever you order something through a Google browser, they have all your information. I don't need to send Google a picture of my ID. Yeah, script is working today. Like, I don't have to send Google a picture of my ID for them to have information about me. That's not necessary. They have it all there. That's kind of... Even if you're not a fond believer in the NSA thing that is proven beyond a shadow of a doubt, like, even if you're closing your eyes towards those facts, and don't worry, I'm not going to go into politics here. After all, we want to apply for a rank. But like, even if you don't believe in that for some reason, if you close your eyes towards the facts, like, whenever you use the Google browser to input your information for something, to order online or something, they have all of it, right? I don't really see how that's a problem. Google is less important. It's a place like Discord or a site with security that worries me. Just good that I never did that. I don't think I ever gave Discord any of my information. I'm unsure. I think I just created an account and that's it. I don't think I gave Discord anything beyond that. It's pretty chill. I heard that Discord, like, there was some buzz about it, that Discord wants your information for something. Maybe for Nitro purchases? I don't know what it was for, but like, nothing that interested me, I had to admit. I never had to give them my information. I have to be completely honest here, I'm just doing it for the potion quest. I'm not actually drinking potions because I am struggling. I just want to do it for the potion quest. Yeah, however, I don't like what they're doing there. Yeah, when I was a little younger, you know, I was quite heavily into adult movies. This is for educational purposes, Hypixel, don't worry about it. But like, I've told you time and time again that I had a little bit of an addiction, a little bit of a problem there in that department, and I still have. Like, you can't beat an addiction that easily. It probably is going to stick to you for the rest of your life. I don't know, maybe if I seek some form of behavioral therapy or something, it's gonna get better. But the facts are, I still have this addiction. I don't pursue it. I have been clean for a long time now. But like, I can still feel the addiction. Like, sometimes when I see something that I consider to be interesting in this department, I can't go into too much detail, but like, say neuron activation in my brain, I see something that makes my brain go ooh, then immediately what I feel inside of myself is I have to visit one of those sites. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, if you have never watched adult movies in your life, just don't do it. There's really no benefit in for you. Or, I don't know, if you really feel the need to, then try it once, be mindful that it's very dangerous and bad for your brain, and then keep that one try the experience and not make it a longer experience than that. Just don't do it. It's not good in many different ways. Even if you don't get addicted to it, it's just not great. Just don't do it. However, back then, wow, I'm very good with chasing back my train of thought today. Back then, I actually considered getting an account on an adult movie site, and I can only discourage you from doing so. Like, as Haverstroke, as an IT specialist, I want to say, as Haverstroke, as an IT specialist says, it's very dangerous for your data safety and security online. At his dimension, there we go. So definitely don't do this, but I have considered it, and I have to admit, I don't exactly know why. Just for the lols, honestly, because back then I had this huge catalog with all my favorite... Xena, welcome. Before I keep talking, let's read the Haverstroke message real quick. Haverstroke says, "This is the most warning I've ever heard someone..." It's actually very, very dangerous. Like, I think we should have more warnings, and we should have in mind as a society that this is not a topic to take lightly. It's actually not good. I'm being serious here. the psychological, but also actual physical symptoms that can occur. I don't know what the English term for this is, but in German, I think you can describe it towards the spectrum of the... Oh, I don't even know the German term anymore. Nice. Med school, goodbye. Well, it doesn't matter. But after all, it's not good for you. You are going to feel it in your psyche. You are going to feel it in your body. Not going to go into too much detail here, but you are going to feel negative consequences. 18 since 4 years. What are you hinting at here? And yeah, you shouldn't do it. However, Britain, I've heard of that. Britain made that law requiring ID for sites, and someone made a fake ID generator that made fake IDs of the news. But okay, that's good. Nah, but like, I hate to be that guy, but they're right. Didn't they also try to ban TikTok and go all out on all of that? I have to admit, maybe that is not the way to go about things, and maybe that is not the most effective way to do this, but like, in theory, they have acknowledged a problem that is an actual and real problem in both of these cases. And I think this is definitely a conversation we have to have here. However, what I want to say is, I had a huge catalog back then on my phone in my Notes app. Whenever I had a link that interested me, and there was at least one link per day, I saved it for later viewing in a nicely organized folder system or like note system in my phone. And that makes it so pretty much everything I could have used that account on that adult movie site for, I already had, just because of the note folder system. Vad, welcome, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I had an actual real problem here. I don't feel like I did it for long. I cannot tell you how long I did this whole note phone thing, but like, I know that I had about 600 to 800 different links, and I also added tags to every single one of them as to sort through my own personal library of adult movies that I could then access more easily. So you would actually have like all the movies that have in the past proved to work quite well for you already, and then you can search through them with tags to find exactly what you need in any given situation. What I want to show you with explaining this in such high detail is, I actually had a problem. I had a problem, and I deleted all of those notes accidentally, actually. I think they got lost with me losing all data on my phone one day because my phone randomly malfunctioned overnight. And speaking of phone malfunctions, that might be a good topic to go into next, but yeah, don't be like me. Don't do that. Difficult, like, I get that I'm maybe a little bit of a special person. Like, obviously it's always a gradient, like a little bit of a scale that you can find yourself on, how heavily you are prone to addiction. And in my case, I feel like I've hit it quite badly. Like, I'm someone who gets addicted very, very easily, which is also one of the reasons for why I'm not going to ever try caffeine. I'm not ever going to try alcohol. I'm not ever going to try any other drugs. I'm not ever going to try casino. I'm not ever going to try anything. Just because anything I try that could potentially be addictive, I know I will get addicted to, so I'm gonna keep my hands off it. There are a couple of things that I'm sadly already addicted to, because when I was still a child I didn't think about all of this too much, so there's nothing I can do against that anymore. And yeah, that's why I'm trying to stay off everything that I can possibly stay off. In my opinion, the only good part of the internet is it being more or less a Wild West. Wow, that is one of the only parts I don't like. Obviously, it has its importancies. Obviously, it's also important because of like the freaking journalism and oppressive regimes and everything. And then we have the Tor browser and the dark web or something. But I don't think people should be anonymous on the internet, as long as we can't guarantee the law to be properly pressed in the internet as well. but I am completely open to have my mind changed. Okay, before I keep on going and talk about, for example, how my phone almost broke tonight again, I want to... This lag is very annoying. I thought I was super safe with this guy because I could just fireball him, but no. That is not the case. Because of the lag. Oh, yes. Beautiful. This was a delicate situation. Let's see, what did I miss? Server peak again. We're talking about a serious issue. Have a cloud back here. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm a little lazy with it, I have to admit. But currently the system I use in order to prevent something like this from happening again in the future is I just back up my stuff onto my PC every once in a while. As long as we can't guarantee the law to be properly enforced, I don't think we should have anything but anonymity on the internet. Okay, I have to admit I'm a little bit too lazy for an internet debate right now. So we'll just leave it at that. I agree though that politicians aren't properly held accountable. Yeah, I can tell you a story about that. Okay, I don't know what mixnet is, but sounds good or bad, whatever you want. So my phone almost broke tonight again. I was already very scared because my phone wouldn't turn on, and I never... German Bundeskanzler? Yeah, but I'm talking more about Fraktionschef here. I think you know what I'm gonna hint at here. True, today must be Friday. Oh, how good. By the way, I ordered my food to arrive here exactly 2 hours after stream start. So that's something we're gonna have to keep an eye on. I see, I see. Okay. Yeah, I charged my phone overnight, but as you know, my charging isn't like completely reliable. My phone isn't tuned too well anymore, so today I woke up and my phone just was at 0%. I was able to get it back up and everything turned out to be alright. But at first I was like, shock. And then I was like, wait, I'm actually pretty safe. Just a couple days ago I backed up all of my data. Nothing is gonna be missing. It's fine, honestly. If anything, I get to buy a new phone, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was good. And yeah, another politician. We have a pretty powerful politician in Germany, and I'm not super educated on this matter, so I'm gonna hold back a little, okay? But from what I understand, during the pandemic, they made very shady deals, allegedly, that wasted German taxpayers billions. And he himself profited off of it massively. His name, allegedly. All I'm saying here is completely allegedly. Not because it's not proven, but because I personally don't have the story in mind too well, so I don't want to be sued. His name is Jens Spahn. A great guy. And so people don't necessarily have a big liking for him, obviously, as he's practically allegedly stealing money from the German folkspeople, from the people, you know, which isn't good. And we don't like him too much because of that. And obviously, as per usual, which Haberstroke likes to say today, politicians aren't held accountable. And in this case, politicians were also not held accountable because for some reason, nothing happened. Like, I'm sure he probably didn't have a great time or anything, but, like, he didn't lose his job, he didn't have to give the money back, from what I remember, and, like, everything was fine. Like, apparently the message is, as a politician, you can just do that, and it's okay. That's what politicianship is for. Yeah, that's why I always say democracy isn't a great system. It's too unregulated in Germany. It should be higher, like more regulated, just as capitalism should be more regulated, but it's okay. However, you would think, okay, if even something this substantially messed up is apparently goes unpunished, then what could possibly have happened so he actually had to step back recently, you know? They should have their heads on line for treason. I mean, you could also argue about that, and like, are they going to be able to do their job properly? And a whole debate, whatever. We're not here for that debate today. But like, it's a great guy, and he had to step back recently because of a huge controversy. And you might be thinking to yourself, okay, if allegedly stealing billions from German taxpayers is not a reason to have him step back, what could possibly be the case? Now, I'm not going to let you wait too long. I hope you already formed something in your head. It's none of that, probably, because what he did is he went to the United States, and I don't know the English term, so I'm going to try to describe it. Either he or his gay partner handed over some of their reproductive fluids to a female, and that female produced a baby for them. And then they were all happy, a happy family, and turned back to here. And now you would think, hey, that's a great story. For once he's doing something that isn't messed up. I'm happy for him and his family. Hopefully everything is going to turn out well and whatnot. Well, the thing is, why do you think he had to go to the US to do so? Why would you think he couldn't have done that within this country? Isn't that a little interesting? Well, I can tell you, because in Germany that is illegal. You can, as a gay couple, you are not allowed to do something like this. This is straight up illegal. And now you could be like, okay, that's actually not great. As a politician, you shouldn't be allowed to do something like this because, like, it's illegal, I know. You should not do it just because you are a politician. Now, but what's even better is he himself can be quoted with saying that he is completely against it and he does not want it to become legal. He thinks it is totally okay that it is illegal because no gay couple should have the right to do something like this. However, obviously, if he himself is a gay couple, then it's allowed. Then he can do it. Yeah, that is quite messed up, in my opinion. And that was apparently bad enough for him to have to step back. Oh, frick. No! That was not my fireball. So yeah, it's good that he stepped back. I like that. What I don't like, however, is, from what I understand, obviously, as I said, I'm not super into what exactly happened here, but let's make up a make-believe scenario here. This must not be the same as the original scenario, but like, imagine you are a politician. You go into politics earning way too much money, like more than you should earn, in my opinion. You use your politician powers to make yourself incredibly rich, yourself and your friends, and just steal money from taxpayers that you then use to be rich yourself. And then you have a little bit of a controversy, a small controversy, not even a bad thing you did necessarily, it's just kind of a weird double standard that he's against it, but also doing it himself. But like the act itself, obviously, I strongly encourage. I don't know why this is not legal in Germany. And then you're like, whatever, I'll just get out of here. And now you have a rich person who's just free to do whatever he wants with his stolen money. Okay, great. Awesome. Okay. It's a little bit upsetting, if you ask me. In my opinion, it's a little upsetting. It's very upsetting. My take is, if I can't criticize people on the internet without threatening them, without risk of corrupt governments sending officers to me because they don't like what I said, the government deserves to not be... Yeah, I see that concern. I see that concern. Obviously, especially if it's a system that you can't rely on, it can be difficult. I see that for sure. I see what you're on to there. Junan's approach here is interesting. that politicians should be paid on their liking rate. I am a huge advocate, and I've said this time and time again, for them being paid exactly the median German income or the median income of their respective country. Because if they, or you are not even June and you're Xeno, why did I think you were June and a hat? I'm sorry, June. It's Xeno. Xeno believes that they should be paid on their liking rate. If politicians get paid the medium of what the people in the country get paid, then it is in their best interest that most people get paid a good, livable income. That is my stand on it. And I have mentioned this a lot of times, but as I see Haverstroke say, no political donations, I will obviously explain further. As I've said time and time again, I am also heavily against corruption, or as they call it here in Germany. I'm not allowed to use it as a synonym, so I'm gonna describe something that isn't corruption now. It is called, what do they call it? Lobbyism. It's called lobbyism, where companies pay big sums to politicians to advise them to do certain actions. I personally think that should be completely illegal. That should not be allowed to happen. Currently, the way it is in this country, if you become a politician with a decent amount of power, then that is a privilege. You are moving up in the chain of privileges. It is a very, very privileged position. The way I imagine in a good and well-functioning democracy, however, the way politicians should instead work and be paid is that if you decide to become a politician, it is not a privilege, but it's a burden. It is something heavy to take onto your shoulders. It is basically you are dedicating your life in a negative way to do something positive for all of us. And I think the way this should work is, if you want to be a politician, then for the rest of your life, you are not allowed to have certain positions anymore in companies. So this way companies can't be like, yeah, but after you're a politician, you are going to be paying well because we're gonna make you a manager or something. After you have been a politician, you will keep your median income that you already had from being a politician, but you will never be entitled to any cent more than the median income at all. You are not going to be allowed to take on any donations. You are not going to be allowed to, I don't know, none of that. It is going to be a decision for living an average life. You, under no circumstance, are going to be rich within your lifetime. None of that. If you become a politician, that is not allowed for you. You are giving up some of your basic human rights to do good for the public and the people. That is what I think should be happening instead. This way, politicians can't be bribed, can't be lobbyistically convinced to do stuff, can't be corrupted, and here we go. And this way, they're actually going to make decisions in the financial interest of the most people possible in the country. Because they know my current income and my income once I'm done being a politician is bound to how well I treat my people, is bound to the quality of life, is bound to all of my decisions in the way that I will be one of those average people that I'm supposed to be fighting for once. So the better I am as a politician, the better my own living standard gets. That is what I think should be happening instead. A bunch of other things as well, but let's not go into too much detail here. I've thought about this very, very often and very extensively, and I think the way our democracy currently works is slightly dysfunctional. I don't want to go as far as to say we don't have a working democracy, but we have a democracy that can't work properly because of so many ways that politicians can act within their own personal financial interests rather than within what's actually good for the majority of the people. So instead of democracy, the reign of the people, we have the reign of the money still. And I think that is a slightly non-functional democracy. That's just what I think about this whole thing. It doesn't matter what the name is, paying to get government policy in should be rewarded with full liquidation of the company or person. What do you think of Max politics age? I thought when I saw your message from my peripheral vision, I thought you were going to ask me about minimum politicians' ages. I personally think the minimum age for a politician should probably be in the late 20s to early 30s. Just scientifically, that would make the most sense. And to be safe, we can step it a couple of years up. Maybe to, as Haverstock is saying here, it should start at around 25, but we could also extend it upwards to, like, I don't know, 30. That would be a good minimum age. I don't know what the current minimum age is, but I would say that's a good minimum age. Capstart is saying, why is it an exciting stream? This happens quite often, actually, Capstart. I feel like I have a little bit of a disability that makes me speak about politics way too often. I'm very sad. I can't hold myself back from doing it. This is actually quite common. Are you going? Yeah, I'm playing doubles right now, and I already have a teammate. So if you, first of all, welcome Monkey Chunks, but if you wish to play with me, then I have to say sorry. I already have someone, and I'm not planning on getting anyone else, so yeah. According to Discord? Okay, I don't know what this refers to. Why is it an exciting stream? Ah, I see! Oh, it wasn't even because you're actually excited or interested about the topics. It's just because I'm excited for YouTube Bank. I don't know, today I'm especially excited. I woke up feeling like, oh, I might get YouTube Bank, ooh. So yeah, I don't know. You bringing back chat control is a crazy thing too, in terms of democracy. I don't know enough about this topic to even say anything about it, I have to admit. I cannot tell you if I like it or if I don't like it. The only information I have about this is in general that there's supposed to be this thing happening in some way, shape, or form. That is all I know about it. Okay, so that is gone. Nine! Oh, here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Happens very often. Oh, how cool, Junin. Survival, very, very cool. I can only encourage you to do that while I stream. Chat control tools, the government can scan every message you send despite of encryption. Yeah, doch in English would be so good. It's actually so sad. Doch would be the most powerful word ever. I feel like English-speaking people are not ready for doch, for its powers. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to be a good thing, I have to admit. Like, in theory, like, it's always a debate. This is the only thing I learned in ethics class, by the way. The only thing, like, you always have this balance of freedom and security, or safety. And the more freedom you have, the less safety you have, and the more safety you have, the less freedom you have. It's always a trade-off, you know? This is what I learned in ethics class back in 2013 or something. And obviously this chat control thing is a huge thing towards safety over freedom, you know? And the thing is, if it was a perfect theoretical world where this whole chat control thing was only going to be used exactly for what we want it to be used for, to actually detect malicious activity that we want to have stopped. If that was to be the case, then I would say if there's no way for this to have any negative effect on any one of us, then okay, cool. I'm ready to give this up. Who cares if some agent looks through this and is like, huh, what a stupid guy, sends a picture of his face or anything. if in return we get to, I don't know, prevent terrorist attack or something, I don't know, some cool things. However, in reality, it's probably not like that. And in reality, there's going to be data breaches, there's going to be malicious activity by the government. I was about to say girlfriend, by the girlfriend. Malicious activity by the government using this data. There's just so much wiggle room for stuff we probably don't want to have happen. But that's just what I have in mind thinking about this. There might be much more to it, as I said. I haven't heard much about it. I have not thought about it a lot. It's just what comes into my mind thinking about it. The thing is, it doesn't fix anything. It's allegedly to stop. Yeah, I would also think stuff like that to stop what you just said there. I don't think I should say that out loud, but to stop exactly that, that was also one thing I had in mind. However, it doesn't fix anything. The places it will affect usually aren't places for this. It's just so they can get through the door and have a back way into encryption. I see. Yeah, I see that. I see that. And I also thought to myself, like, if you know that Messenger XYZ is being controlled, then why use Messenger XYZ? Obviously, you are going to still catch a couple of very dumb people. Dumb and uninformed people you're still gonna catch, and that's also worth it, sure. But, like, the big fish and a lot of what you want to catch is probably not going to be catchable for you because you're like obviously publicly announced you're gonna do this, and then everybody is gonna be like, I don't want this. I'm not gonna use this anymore to do my you know what. I'm gonna keep it. How will they show it on how? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, man. It's a whole thing. It's I don't know. I don't know. And the thing is, to get back to the perfect democratic system that I like to come up with in my head, another thing that might be gone, I don't know if I got on, never mind. Another thing is, if you would be able to change democracy this much, to change our political system to this extent, then obviously, especially nowadays as we have such a big rise of right-wing parties, just as we learned towards the end of last stream, 29%, which is the most percentages. Second place has 24% for, I think, I'm unsure if you can call the entire party right-wing extremists, but you can certainly call some of their local versions right-wing extremists. Mr. Park, welcome. But definitely a party that is beyond being just right-wing. It is the most right-wing party we have, probably, that is popular. That party is number one currently, and number two is a very right-wing leaning party. So in those times, if you had the power to change the political system, to adapt all the changes that in my mind would make democracy more democratic, then those instruments would not be used to make it more democratic and to take privileges of politicians, but instead it would be used to give them more, to actively act against the people. So obviously it would be cool if we could change all of this, but let's be real, if we could change all of this, that would just mean that we would be probably looking at a situation where the politicians are trying to make the system even worse for us. You know? Plus, who would decide over this? Say I have the power over my income on Twitch. I don't know, I have some sort of shares in Twitch, and I have the power over how much money they're gonna pay me out. Am I going to say, oh, actually, I want them to pay me less? I would probably not say that. So naturally, if all of those changes that would be needed to make the democracy system we have currently more democratic, would the politicians who profit off of it, that it's less democratic, would they be like, oh yeah, I want to take my privileges away, let's do this? No, they probably wouldn't. So yeah, no matter if we had the instruments to change stuff or not, it would not happen. So it's good that we don't have the instruments, else I know that certain parties in this country, certain parties who might have upwards of 20% in all the polls that are being held, those parties might use this to, I don't know, do a little bit of an American thing here, huh? I don't want to use the big bad F word that starts with F and ends in ist, but there could be a regime that we would have to be afraid of if those instruments would be available too easily. Okay, now, Haverstroke is saying, one of the main pushes of ID laws... Oh, you have shoes. It's not what he's saying, by the way. I said that, not Haverstroke. One of the main pushes of... Oh, I might not have enough time to do this. Ooh. Of ID laws... Ah! Bad, please do /Moiko blog trapped. One of the main pushes of ID laws, I could for the clip jump into this myself, but no. Or for data collection companies, they struggle with AI bots and filtering them out, that's why they want IDs so much. Ooh, interesting. Haven't been on the stream for so long, how have you been? I see you hit 4K stars. You have actually not been here for so long, Mr. Park. Well, welcome back. Yes, I have actually hit 4K stars. It's quite amazing, if you ask me. It's cool. And yeah, it's a great thing. Okay. Well, it have struck. I think those 5 minutes we are going to use to step back from politics a little bit and focus on the game a little more. Just so we don't have to like unnecessarily die or something. Also, I have to keep one of my ears open in case my food gets delivered early. No one at home? No, my girlfriend and my, girlfriend and my other girlfriend. No, my girlfriend and, her best friend, here we go, are at the cinema right now. The girls are at the cinema. The third girl is still with me, but, she's a dog, so she can't answer the door. So, yeah. What did I order? I'm not allowed to tell you because... no, actually my girlfriend's watching the movie right now, so I'm allowed to tell you. McDonald's, here. Oh yeah, let's focus on the game, I'm sorry. Lock in. It's some sort of horror movie, I think it's called Obsession. They won the tickets. My girlfriend participated on some sort of Instagram giveaway, and she won the tickets. And now they had 2 tickets, and they both wanted to watch the movie, so they did that. Obsession is good? Cool. I don't know, I don't know. Not really a big fan of horror movies. They aren't usually super interesting. I have to admit, my favorite type of movie might be... Oh, I'm sorry about that. I really shouldn't do that. I really apologize. I hope the microphone just filtered it out. My favorite movie type of movie is like the action comedy type of movie. Like... It didn't frick. Like, I don't know, it's some sort of action movie, but there's also a lot of comedy in there to have it be lighthearted. I feel like that's probably my most liked type of movie I like to watch. What I always think of when I think of this certain type of movie is a movie where there's this black actor and this white actress, and they have 2 kids. And that's all I know. I have to admit. I don't know its name, but it was a good movie. However, I think what also falls into this category is Bullet Train. There's a movie that I just recently, more or less, like a month ago or 2 months ago, I watched it. It's called Bullet Train, if I'm not mistaken. And that's, I believe, that was also in this sort of genre. If I'm not mistaken here. Yeah. 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 Okay, let's argue with ZazVGC about the Tiltings montage. I hope you all watched the Tiltings montage. Let's do some arguing. Maybe we shouldn't play this map with slow generator, right? Maybe we should play a little bit of a faster map. Here we go. I knew you'd say it. I'm going to disclose our conversation here because I'm pretty sure he hasn't got a problem with this. This is not like super private. He hit me up saying, Tiltings finally uploaded the mon... Nah, honestly, I'm not gonna disclose just to be safe. But he wanted to have my reaction to the Tiltings montage, and I said, I saw it, impressive clips, but as per usual, in the typical Tiltings way, aka visually, just not super pleasing. Because the clips themselves are incredibly impressive, but it's in 360p or something. Joe Fox, welcome, good to see you. It's in 360p, slapping a 1080p logo over it. It's, he aims like this, and somehow still hits everyone and gets impressive combos. It does just not look good. I don't know how he did his, what was that, 2.4K montage? The one with Into Dust? That one, wow, that one. Oh my god, one of the best montages in general I've ever seen. I don't know how he did that, if all of his other... Not today, have a stroke. Don't take that word into your mouth. Kidding. But yeah, I knew you'd say that, is what he says. Aesthetics are the enemy of performance. Is such a ZazVGC thing to say. I love him for that. I knew you don't care, but if you didn't enjoy rants, you wouldn't call me your friend. Oh, what? Oh, I love this. I love everything that's about to happen there. I'm looking forward to it, but sadly we have to play the video game. Ah, dude. And he already sent a video about some unrelated topic that its principles do apply to it. However, it's this is gonna be a great ZazVGC rant. I can't wait to read that. Oh, I can't stop smiling. It's amazing. Okay. We did it, the daily final kill quest. Oh, it's always so much fun streaming with you all. I gotta say that. Like, you might be thinking that you are the ones who profit off of this, because you can code and have a chill atmosphere, or you can enchant stuff with your Enderman farm and have a chill atmosphere, or anything like that, or you can see whatever my gameplay is supposed to be described at. But I get so much from this. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. I just read a couple words from his rant and it's amazing. It's gonna be a very good one. Okay, I mentioned this on Discord already, that I will upload a video tomorrow. I think you all knew that already, but you maybe thought from my communication so far that it's gonna be the highlight video. Yeah, it's an amazing rant. You thought it would be a highlight video, didn't you? Because I communicated it in a way that you could assume so. And in theory, that was what was planned, I agree. Because I want to have somewhat weekly uploads in order to up my chances of getting the YouTube rank. This is not good. Yeah, and he knows how to mine it. However, I have discovered that I never finished editing the 6th episode of the Hypixel challenges. I never finished editing that. Initially, it was supposed to be the final episode, but I put off editing it for so long that since then they've had another full episode of challenges we could complete. So, yeah, that's not really too too up to date anymore. But I worked on it for like 6 hours today. I finished it, I rendered it, and it is going to be uploaded tomorrow. The 6th challenge episode. It got a little bit out of hand, as in it's long. It got a little long, and I could have made it even longer, but I wanted to keep it below an hour, so I have cut back on it a little bit. And yeah, it's crazy how different my gameplay was back then from nowadays, because as I've mentioned time and time again, I just stopped really playing for performance, so my gameplay nowadays doesn't really look super clean anymore. But back then my gameplay looked impressive. Definitely more impressive than nowadays. And yeah, I edited out a bunch, and in the end we are just below 50 minutes, I believe. Initially, is that the director's cut? I don't know. I'm not too in on the terminology here, but initially it was going to be like 1.5 hours long. And I was like, in theory, that's not bad, but I don't know. I want to keep it a little shorter, so I took out a bunch of it, and now it's 48 minutes. Oh, did I disclose it? Well, there you go, 48 minutes. And the thing is, I put some markers inside of my file that were supposed to remind me of some editing ideas I had for this, because initially this was going to be edited in a way that it was even in theory suitable for the main shell. However, it was just not possible anymore, because pretty much all of the editing I was planning on doing, which would have been very, very good editing, don't get me wrong, but like all of the editing I was planning on performing would have needed me to have the replay footage. And like that works if you edit it within like a week or two of its recording. But like obviously now I don't have any possibility to get the replay footage, as the /replay system on Hypixel only covers so many games. And I can tell you, this recording is from February. I don't have February games in my replay anymore. I don't. So I can't use any replay footage, and it's sad. So I didn't edit it as crazily as I initially planned, but happens. Happens. I feel like I keep hearing footsteps. I'm quite on edge about that. Okay, what else can I tell you about? Recently, I've had a huge problem. I think I can talk about this. It's like, I don't know, no big deal. But like, not super long ago, it's been a couple years at this point, but it happened at some point that I lost a person who was very, very important to me. And I don't know why, but especially recently I've been really struggling with that. And to the point where for the past couple of nights, all I dream about is this person, and throughout my day I think of this person quite often, I have to admit. And that's been something that really has been keeping me up at night recently. It's been on my mind 24/7. And I just, looking back, there was a lot of mistakes. I was far from perfect in what I did there, and I think if I would have done things differently, things could have turned out differently, to the point where we wouldn't have to talk about this today. And I just really regret everything that happened. However, obviously, Animals are also, to get to what Xeno said there, animals are also like family members, and I can totally understand that this is also very hard for you to lose your dog, so also my condolences back to you. So yeah. KB displacement on a piglin is crazy. I think what I want you to take away from this is two things. First of all, something that you don't even have to get into this position. You have to keep in mind, especially if it's people that are very dear to your heart, and I would say back then I didn't have anyone like this person. There was no one who could have compared. No matter what's going on, it's super important to always communicate. And even if you think the communication has failed, you have to try over and over again as much as you can. You should never give up trying to communicate, because maybe you don't know it in the moment, but it could always be the last moment, and you could always lose this very special connection that is so important to you. So it's incredibly important for you to never give up the communication, and to always be patient with everyone around yourself. And yeah, that is hopefully, maybe in certain situations, going to make it so you don't even have to get into situations like these. But if you do get into situations like these, something that has helped me is this is very hard, and I cannot talk about myself being able to do this 99% of the time, but if you can, try to get yourself into a mindset where you can say, obviously it's okay to be sad, but sadness is not what I take away from the connection I lost, but instead the main thing you should take away from this connection is everything that made the connection special to you, everything that was so important to you, and everything that made this person so important to you. So if you sadly have to be in a situation like this, then always remember the good moments, always remember what you two managed to do together, and how special of a connection it was, and try to view it as something that you like to remember. Try to view it as something that you like to look back, because it is one of the happiest time of your life, maybe even one of the happiest times of your life. And then maybe just look at it and be like, I'm so happy this happened. Obviously you shouldn't try to hide your sadness in front of yourself or anything. You have to go through some sort of grieving, and that's totally okay. But if you find the strength inside of you, then next to healthy grieving, maybe also leave some room for appreciation and for happiness, for everything that this person did for you, and everything that you were able to learn, and the great time you were able to have with this person. That's also very important, just if you are in a situation like this. And with that, this is probably, Dragonacre, welcome, going to be one of the most diverse streams that we ever had. We had politics, we had very funny stuff, we had very sad stuff, and what more could you ask for? I hope you already learned a bunch today. It's always good to learn from my mistakes, you know? I've made many mistakes throughout my life, and at least you can learn from them. We maybe can't get anything back that we have lost, but at least it's good for learning from them, from the mistakes, you know? Do you not want to split? Okay. Well, I'm good. I'm doing okay. Could be better, especially right now. But I'm doing okay. Okay, maybe teammate doesn't want this. Teammate would have wanted this. Unfortunate. Frig. Okay. Now maybe let's to get into more interesting topics. I have mentioned time and time again this documentary series that I've been working on. Can I rant for a second here? Oh my god, I did some set building today, and I don't know how much I disclosed already or how much I want to disclose, but let me tell you, I don't even worry about what exactly this is for, but I had to build a 3D model for something. Okay? And in theory, this was not even a super complex thing, but I had to build a 3D model within a 3D modeling software. Okay? So I have to admit, I'm not good at 3D modeling. I'm totally new to this. So I took myself a tutorial, trusty old tutorial, that exactly describes how to do what I want to do. This tutorial is 40 something minutes in length. And I would assume, from my experience, who has been doing that the whole stream? True. Let's keep going. From my experience, following tutorials is usually means if the tutorial is an hour, if you work well, take 1.5 hours. Okay, easy stuff. This tutorial is 40 minutes, and I worked on the 3D model for almost 4 hours, and I only got to minute 15. It is so incredibly difficult to 3D model. I would not have thought it. And my main two concerns are, for one, that my keyboard, which is I don't know, is that a 60% keyboard? My keyboard just doesn't have these keys. Like, the guy in the tutorial goes like, oh yeah, and now you have to press full stop on the num key. Excuse me? I looked through I have many keyboards because I collected all, like, I didn't officially collect it as a hobby, but like over the years I've had many different keyboards, and thus I have a lot of different keyboards. I have looked through all of my keyboards. None of them have a numpad full stop key. I don't know if this is a specific feature of UK keyboards that other keyboards just don't have. I even have keyboards from different languages. I even have like a US American keyboard. I have German keyboards. I've got it all. But none of them had a numpad full stop. Just to name one problem. And then another problem in 3D modeling is you have to pay attention to every last word. If there's one word that you don't properly interpret, then 10 steps ahead, you are all of a sudden, I don't know, let's say we're gonna model a flower pot. 10 steps ahead, all of a sudden, you want to drag the floor into position of the flower pot, for example. And all of a sudden, your flower pot expands. But distortionally expands, not in it scales up, but instead it expands. All of a sudden you're looking at some sort of art project where lines are physically impossible crossed, and you're like, what? But I'm following exactly what this guy said. And then you're backtracking through the entire tutorial, realizing, oh, I was supposed to click the frickin' numpad full stop, and then I was supposed to move the cursor 30 degrees towards the north in combination with pressing Alt right instead of Alt left. Alt right, funny politician. However, then you're like, okay, well, this sucks, but surely I can change this. No, you can't. If anything, you can press Ctrl Z to go back, deleting all of your progress you've made throughout the last 30 minutes. And the worst thing is there's a hard stop to Ctrl Z, to the point where after like 20 steps you went backwards, there is no more Ctrl Z. And I've had it happen multiple times that literally I would have needed one more press of Ctrl Z to undo what is messing up my entire 3D render. But that Ctrl Z was already the Ctrl Z that wasn't possible anymore. And then I asked ChatGPT, yo, I did this bevel. I did the bevel, and I cannot make it. I cannot undo it anymore. Can I please somehow? And then ChatGPT is like, yeah, don't worry about it. If it's just a modifier bevel, you can just undo it by doing this. And I'm like, oh, okay, good. I'm trying to follow the steps. All of a sudden it's like, wait, this doesn't add up. This seems to not be a modifier bevel. Okay, let's go to step 2. If it's a non-modifier bevel, however, if you created it using Control B, there is nothing you can do aside from going into your mesh options and completely check. And I'm sitting here, okay, I have to delete this thing that I've been working on for the past 1.5 hours and start all over again. I understand. Yeah. Okay. It was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. I want to do 3D modeling full time because it's so fun. Yay. 3D modeling. Woohoo. Okay. It's not fun. Oh my god, is it not fun? It's so incredibly not fun. Wait, I should probably take this and dispose of it. Yeah. No. No. Just no. Oh yeah, they actually do have RB, I see. Yeah, it's crazy. It is quite crazy. It's, yeah. Got a feeling like they might try to invest us. Okay, what else can I talk about? Is that the football player Messi? I can't wait to see what SVGC is on about in his news trend. Wow. Oh, I wanted to at least steal that. Nah. Nah. Yeah. Okay, good. I tapped into my inventory. Oi, oi, oi. Can you please do /marker? Yeah. That. Would you do that? Wahoo! It's so funny, however, like, I've had those dreams that I mentioned about the person. This type of dreams, I already, like, developed about my father, for example. It's super funny. Whenever I dream of people I lost, that I really dearly miss, then I dream about them in the same way. I don't want to describe exactly the way this is happening in, but like, it's very fascinating and it's crazy. And I'm unsure if this really helps me getting over the whole story, but I don't know, it's weird. If I was in Inception, then I can tell you I would probably make sure to not wake up too soon. I would probably go like 5 layers deep and just stay there until the end of my life. Obviously, I would take my girlfriend with me, however. Hey, I knew you were gonna do this. I'm the #1 endless catcher. None of this is happening. Oh, teammate wants the diamonds? Okay, sure. That, can you do /marker? First of all, thank you for the marker. But can you also do /marker #1 invis catcher? Also, do you want to know? I'm not gonna spoil you if you don't want to, but in case you want to know, do you want to know what the title clip is gonna be? Unless something crazy happens, obviously. But like, do you want to know what the title clip's gonna be for the next highlight video? Avid viewers of the streams recently probably already know. Thank you, man. But like, it's kind of funny. Yeah, it's a good question. When will I re-release the 2 videos I had to take offline? I have to admit, I haven't had any plans to do so. But obviously, oh god. I could probably do it, yeah. If I have, like, an actual humongous amount of time. The thing is, soon I probably have a bunch of time. Soon I probably will have a very, very whole lot of time. Because my girlfriend is gonna start working. Oh... My girlfriend is gonna start working pretty similar shifts as me, and that makes it so. First of all, it's that just to sum it up, that makes it so I will have a bunch of more time for everything, most likely. So I probably have enough time, not too far away from the current moment in time. So that, if you want to, you can send me a Discord message saying re-edit 4K or something. And then that's gonna remind me of re-editing the 2 videos. I can do that, not a big deal. To be fair, the frickin' one of them doesn't even have to necessarily be re-edited, but I will probably still re-edit it. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see. I will look into them. I'll probably have the time necessary. But yeah, to disclose the secret, obviously the title clip I took, and this is a little bit of a gamble. Usually I want to go for title clips that are very sweaty and good. And the clip starts off sweaty and good, which further made it so I was like, yeah, okay, I could probably do this. It's probably not a big deal. I'm talking about the clip where I trapped myself yesterday next to a white team on Speedway. That was so funny when editing. No, I was like, okay, this has to be the title clip. It's so good. Oh god, it's so good. Also, I want to publicly thank StarStarGoat for helping me with the thumbnail for tomorrow's video. We worked together to create tomorrow's video's thumbnail, because that was a little more complex, obviously, than your average highlight video thumbnail. It turned out, obviously, a little more complex and a little more, you know, polished, more or less, but I still managed to keep it quite in style for, well, first of all, the series of the challenge videos, but also in style of the highlight channel, I have to admit. So, I think I'm pretty happy with it. You're probably gonna like it. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for the reminder. Man, I could have gotten P4. Oh, wow. We got 4 bets. Okay. No, not much chat activity is happening anyway right now. I'm not expecting myself to get the bet quest anymore, but like, I think I'm gonna focus a little more on the game now. I'm gonna cut off my balls. Do that, Pat. Boah. Zaz's rant is actually one of the most high quality and best rants I've ever seen. I've read a little bit through it, and it appears to be an actual good one. Why do we only have 8 subs right now, by the way? Did someone, like, did some sub expire? I'm a little confused, because Vad has got a sub. Haverstork obviously has got a sub. Vad and Haverstork pretty much the same level here, obviously. And, like, everyone should have their sub. I don't quite see where this is supposed to be. But maybe after all, it's just a normal sub amount to be expected if everyone has their sub. I cannot tell you. Yeah, I know, I've already seen that. But I think you usually have a sub because of gift sweat. Oh, frick, I gave them the diamonds, man. Like, I think everyone who usually gets their own sub has their sub. Oh, should I show you my... Nah, it's not that eventful, honestly. Should I show you my... Nah, frig. That would have been a good joke, but I can't make those jokes anymore. Frig. Or you also just have plus and Hypixel whenever you get it gifted. It's crazy. I wish there was some way to show you the dog. I'm pretty sure the dog is laying in bed, in the bedroom right now. But like, even if she was here, you couldn't really see her. Because she's too short. She is by no means a small dog, that's not what I'm trying to say. But the camera is up too high for her to be visible. I was hoping I could build off of that, but he wasn't really moved too much by the fireball. Okay, they're going up there. Just one of them above? No. Oh, why is that bridge over there? Okay, I hope he doesn't see me. Okay. Oh, thank you. I don't know if this was him, but no, I think this was me actually. I think I'm gonna drink parts in order to get the people. In theory, I would combine it with a knockback stick, but I don't want to be armorless for too much longer. Nope. Okay. Did they get stuff to theoretically do something? I hope this is not too early. Ah, they've got these. As if I messed that up. To mess that up is crazy. To mess that up is absolutely crazy. I kept trying to hit them off and they were in the perfect position. I just don't know why I couldn't. I really don't know what happened there. What structure should I build my house like? For example, a castle or a barn? I have a huge folder with a bunch of different things. With buildings of all sorts and whatnot. I feel like yeah, why not a castle barn? I feel like I don't know enough about your world to really decide that. But what if you were to build Hmm. I think castle is a little too ambitious. I would more tend towards barn. Red is quick with that. Wow. I hope he's not vigilant, however. More or less is. That's just wool, right? It is. Okay, easy bet. And they're on 4. I don't know why Aqua is even able to do this, I have to admit. I feel like this is an entirely newbie lobby to the point where I've rarely seen something like this. But then it's just a couple teams who are good and profit off of that quite substantially. I think they safe walked over. Judging by that bridge and how fast that went down. Hello. I felt like Timid wanted me to stop for some reason. That confused me for a sec. Yeah, it's such a weird queue. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh, sure. If you want me to get a bed, then sure I can do so. Wait, I can't. I honestly can't. Because I don't have, Go ahead and requeue. Thank you. I don't know why you're doing this, but I'll take it. Oh, Timid is hitting them with the L cheetah. So what exactly was that for? I'm happy and I'll take it because like no foul death, woo, but like they break our bet and then leave, giving us everything. I don't quite get the thought behind that, but okay. Let's not question good things. That, please do /marker questionable. No, I don't want that. Still don't have proper tools or anything. Oh, that was about to be bad. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. Thank you, Vat. And all I can is this moment, and all I can is your life. But sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. Yeah, no, Pink. Nice try. But that just makes it so I get your bed. Oh. Oh, wait, why is it waiting like that? Oh, because I fireball jumped. No. Oh, come on. Worst fireball ever. For real. Ah, there he is. I don't even have to get a fireball. Oh no, teammate died. Pink and red was doing the same thing as aqua? Or what? Am I going crazy? Well, that didn't go too well for you. But I also didn't get the foul kill, which is kind of sad. How close are they? Somewhat. Oh, and they still have a bed. I see. Now it's just one egg. Really didn't want to use my pearl, but I feel like, oi, oi, oi. That was slightly risky, but just slightly. Ah, both of them rushed diagonally. Okay, the bed is just 2 layers of wall. We're probably gonna play a safe one here with parts. Was that cool enough to be a clip, that? It's on you. If you thought that was cool how I got the kills and then still block clutched, then you are welcome to mark it. But if you thought that was like, meh, mediocre, even for me, then you don't need to. It's on you. Yeah. At the very least, now that he's even into editorial tasks, he really should get a paycheck. So I hope this whole social media thing is gonna work out very soon so he can actually be paid for his valuable work. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do something here. I hope I don't regret this. I regret this. Was very close. I could have played that much more safely, but, you know. Okay, that's... How can we be unlucky? I mean, that wasn't much bad luck, that was just doing something I've never done before for no apparent reason in a stupid way. I don't think that was unlucky necessarily. Alright, let's see. I know you would say that. Aesthetics are the enemy of performance. I knew you don't care. But if you didn't enjoy rants, you wouldn't call me your friend. A lot of people obsess over clean or smooth or calm aim, thinking that is good aim. They miss that the best aim is the one that gets you hits. And the studies that show that tense muscles react faster than relaxed muscles. So being a jittery, hyperactive mother who knows what he's doing and optimal overlook and all pretty slowing down, who knows what he's doing is optimal overlooking all pretty slowing down. That was a good start to the rant. How about we win the... I'll take it back. I'll take it back, dude. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. Oh my god. I should have just given him the blocks. Shouldn't have used them for myself. Dude. Why didn't I get this? So I don't think this necessarily is good for anything, but let's try it. Oh, man. Would it have done a lot? Nah, they would have just replaced it. Still. Okay, we still can't afford a TNT. Oh, teammate apparently couldn't afford a pickaxe. I see. And all I can breathe is your life. Okay, I don't even have to block in. As if he's stupid enough to do so. Wow, okay. Annie, are you okay? Oh, and he's got an iron sword. Doesn't matter, he's super low. But like, literally, I mean, I don't know if I even sneaked. I just built a little bit of a setup, they walked into it, and I could hit them off very easily. Well, that please do slash marker setup. That was kind of awkward. You mean the fact that there's no lurk command? Well, I kind of don't really need one. Never really understood the purpose of one. I feel like red is a prime target. But I also feel like I should kill this guy. The amounts of particles I'm getting are concerning. Okay, now he's decided to fight back. And it works surprisingly well. Ink, ink, ink. Okay, gonna avoid. I hope we have a trap. Yeah, I purchased a trap, I remember. And nah, if they don't have a super fast pickaxe, I still can't save it. One year and 2 months? I'm honestly surprised. Wow. Did not expect that. Wow, they... Why did my fireball not work, huh? They have Arby, yeah, but like, my fireball doesn't work? Question mark? Okay. Let's see if we already got an answer. This is so annoying, dude. I hate getting these emails. Get away from me, dude. Literally get away from me. Let's see if we already got an answer. I'm pretty sure I would have probably noticed that, but... Oh, wait. We did not get an answer yet to our application. I see. Oh wow, oh wow. Oh wow, that's incredible. That's crazy. Okay, team is done for. There's nothing you can do. We are so unlucky. How about we try this map? 9! Life is sad. Okay, I need someone. Junin is playing survival. Dude. Okay. Oh, come on. Is Xena? No, Xena's probably not here. Now I'm haunted by a shadow. You just want to start a battle. I fell in love with a battle. And it's not even like we could play for longer. Like in about 20-25 minutes we have to stop the stream because my food is gonna be here. There's no way around that. I mean, I can go ahead and check out the app real quick to see what's going on there. If they've got a new projected time. Okay, apparently in 11 minutes they're gonna start the way here. I really need to get at least one win. It has to happen. Okay, there's 2 people who are probably cheating. Blue has a very decent likelihood. Okay, green seems completely oblivious, checking out the surrounding area. Oh god. Okay, I don't expect them... Nice to turn back, is what I was gonna say. Nothing really matters, anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Where does this even come from? Oh, I think it's frickin' it's Freddie Rhapsody. Freddie Mercury with Bohemian Rhapsody. But this is definitely not the original version I have in my head right now. I really wonder what version I have here, because it sounds very distinctive and characteristical. Oh, I know, it's Piat. It's Panic at the Disco. The first time I had anything to do with Panic at the Disco was as a very young child. There was this German song where one of the German song's lines was like, maybe someday we will both be listening to Panic at the Disco songs again. And back then I really did not know what that was supposed to mean. But nowadays I know. Nowadays I know it's a band. Would you believe that? I have made interesting purchasing decisions. Okay, now it's just Grey. But sadly Grey just died. And the blue guy I was afraid of is still alive. But at least doesn't have a bat anymore. I see a little silhouette of a man. Thunderbolt and lightning. Very, very frightening. Away from me. Okay, I will have to get away. He's checking out his bed. Bruh. Okay, apparently nobody has been really claiming it, it appears. Blue is here to now claim mid. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Oh, that was not my plan. I am not doing well. Did he get killed in person? No, he didn't. Boop. And boop. Nope. Oh, so savage. Bad can you do slash marker? Nope. Thank you, Bad. I don't want to waste my only way out. Goodbye. Oh, he calls me a word that we don't want to see here. Okay, we got 2 stars. Awesome. Don't you mind if I do? Wow, we're pretty close to 5k, aka 5 ticket tards. I don't believe we have any way to get that anymore. We've done all of these. Beautiful. Sad, sad, sad. Really don't want to keep doing this. You're 17th in the BedWars Duels leaderboard. That is crazy, man. Should I... I definitely you bitch, no cheating. It's a dark blue ++ and they are tagged at the lowest level. Chances are not high, but they are there, so I might as well mention it. Oh, I don't need the minimum wage challenge anymore. Not needed anymore. Nothing really matters, anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me. Man, oh man, this was really a downer. One of my absolute all-time favorite YouTubers said, nah, he didn't promise, but he said that potentially he could be uploading another video this month, huh? But like it's... Okay, he's definitely not bridge cheating, I can confirm. Else it would be impressive. Else it would be actually impressive to look like that while bridge cheating. I do not see that. Boop, get blocked. Now, also get killed. So far I cannot complain, man. So far I cannot complain. And your monthly stats also look more towards the end of the spectrum of what I would usually play with. To be fair, not inside of the spectrum anymore because it's like a little less than 10. But it's fine. If I'm desperate then... Oh, do you know Lou? I see, I see. Hopefully in a good context. Well, no green. Okay, thank you for helping me block in. But don't go for me. There's no reason for why you should go for me. Saving all the important resources and grabbing the final. Okay, good. Everything I wanted. Nice. That, please do slash marker takeout. Oh, you muted me. I don't like that there's this ice egg item. Oh, this is bad. I think it's bad gone. Yeah, no, I don't think I can save that. He's... Huh? Okay, that must have been fast break. Like, I don't see a pickaxe that allows for something like this to happen. Didn't feel like there were PvP cheating, but I want to alert teammate towards the possibility of this. Okay, looks like delivery has started. Okay. For the last moments of the stream, should we put something else in the background? Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Horror, like VOD viewers? Yeah. I'm very sorry for you. That is gonna be sad, obviously, because he doesn't like the song, but ah. I got dreams, dreams to remember. I got dreams, dreams to remember. I got dreams. Oh, I got dreams to remember. Dreams to remember. Oh, gravity. Oh, gravity. Wow, green. What is your problem? What? Okay, green really... Ah, this bet doesn't... You are cheating. Just to inform you. Okay. Mamma mia. Songs are superior is crazy. I don't believe that gospel. I really hope we can both listen to Gravity and Neon. That would be important to me. Gravity. Maybe he just had bridge cheats. Is working against me. Whoa, gravity. Wait, this is not my deal. Oh my god, I've been spectating someone until he holds the whole time. Oh my god. Oh, I never know what makes us men with all the love that his heart can stand. Dream of ways to throw it all away. Whoa, gravity is working against me now. And gravity wants to bring me down. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good. Like one I've could. Oh no. Gonna send me to my knees. And now the guitar, please. Pink made it, oh no. Pink did make it, nice. Thanks to green. Oh, twice as much ain't twice as good. Gonna send me to my knees. Help me, gravity. Wow, our teammate is good. Stay the hell away from me. Oh, gravity. Boah. Just keep me where the light is. Usually people say that ironically, but I think this time he actually meant it. Where the light is. Just keep me where the light is. Keep yourself where the light is. Keep yourself where the light is. Dum dum. Ooh, he's on the way here. He's on the way here. The driver is on the way here. So this is our last game. It says 2 minutes. Yeah. Should ring the doorbell very, very soon. That worked out super well. They managed to calculate the time so well. I ordered it for in 5 minutes, and it's probably gonna arrive in 5 minutes. It's there. Alright. I'm gonna cut off my balls. You want to do that very often, Dad. The dog is here, but it seems more interested in my food. Hey, magst du mal herkommen? Magst du dich mal zeigen? Magst du dich mal zeigen? Hallo? Die Leute sehen dich gar nicht. Hey. Die Leute sehen dich gar nicht. Es geht nicht ums Klima. Hallo. Du bist so klein. Du bist so klein. Du bist so klein. Du bist so klein. She's too small. She is too small. Such a cute doggo. She's the cutest dog I've ever had the pleasure to meet. Oh, this is loud. Okay, we could probably play Neon, but... but I want to be looking for something to watch already, so my food doesn't go cold. Alright, we've got... maybe that, maybe not. Okay, let's go to the playlist. Thank you for the games. Yeah. Did I friend this guy? Yeah. Oh, he didn't take the friend request, of course. Alright, in that case I probably don't have to do it right now, I can just end the stream. I really hope y'all enjoyed today's stream. If you did so, go ahead and follow my Twitch channel for absolutely free. Also go ahead and click on this link. And never, never ever commit the mistakes I committed. I still to this day regret them very dearly, and they have a huge impact on my life. Trust this old man, okay? Trust this old man. Don't do what I did. It's very sad. Junin, the dog is laying there so cutely now. It's amazing that you enjoyed this. I hope you feel smarter. That's amazing. That's the best case scenario. I hope you are going to have fun with your build. I hope it's going to work out very well. This stream really had it all. The sad moments, interesting moments, the knowledgeable moments, the music moments, everything. Anyhow, have yourself a wonderful rest of the day or night, and goodbye. And Now let's raid someone. I hope you already found someone to raid that. I hope you have found someone. Have yourself a great rest of your day, Junin. Have yourself an amazing rest of your day. For Ene Live. Never heard of them. Let's wait. Oh, that's an interesting picture that I can't quite see. Appears to be one of our fellow trans folks, just judging by the flags. Amazing. That's someone I'd like to raid. Start raid? You go, girl, it looks like. Awesome. 6 views ready in sex. 6 views ready in sex. 8 views ready in 2 seconds. Have yourself fun. See ya.